Pause to watch there. Just out on the Thursday tempo run. Yeah, I just do it in tempo intervals rather than straight through tempo without a little break, because in the past I just found it a bit too hard, especially in the peak weeks. You know, it was asking for like a 14, 13k, 12k straight running, aiming for around 4-minute kilometre pace, all the way up to 4:10. I'm doing 2 times 4k. Now I'm going to get going again, do the second set. Let's see it would end. Just finished the tempo run, well, tempo intervals, felt pretty good. So yeah, 2 times 4k at around 4-minute kilometre pace. I don't mind dipping under, going a little bit higher. Not too focused on strict pace in this training camp really. Another dog tried to kill me. Came from like sort of behind at my 4 or 5 o'clock, straight across to like 10, 11 o'clock. Stopped, had to walk a few paces, lost my stride. So stuff like that happens. A lot of walkers, a lot of people, and it's getting dark. So yeah, always affects your pace. Trying to head back home now, it's getting dark. Session done. Ooh. Just finishing my warm-up, doing a couple of strides. I do drills and things in the house and the warm-up stuff, and come out, do a bit of a run, do some strides, depending on what session it is. I call it a steady run, falls anywhere between marathon pace and a bit slower. My strength and conditioning Thursday and tempo run, when I'm not that disciplined, I go a bit hard on the strength, and I can feel a little bit of fatigue in the legs, but we'll see how it goes. Talking about Malaga as my backup plan, and Valencia, is it on? Well, it's Saturday now. We know Valencia is on, so that's great news. So yeah, it's a massive shock, to be honest, when Valencia announced it. So yeah, it's I feel a bit woken up. I feel a bit more positive, and I had some visions of me crossing the blue carpet on Valencia, being a sub-3 marathoner, and I was like, calm down, Will, calm down. You ran a 1:28.5 a few months ago, calm down. There's quite a nice feeling about what I've read about the aid going to all the victims of the flood and things. So yeah, it's sort of got a bigger vibe to the race now. It feels like everyone's sort of got this hope, and that's what they were talking about: strength, unity and hope and all this stuff. So yeah, it's excellent news. My brother flew in this morning from Singapore, so yeah, he's going to come finish his taper in England. So we're all in the tapering phase, we're all excited. So yeah, it's going to be good. So let's get this session out the way, and I'll see how it goes. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Just jogging back home now. Finished the block of 10 steady pace. Just got about 2.5k home. Quite tough, not like super tough, but definitely a lot tougher than I'd like it to be. Probably went too hard on Thursday with the leg session, and I can feel it in my legs, a bit of the fatigue. Wasn't too concerned about pace, just going by perceived effort, and if it felt too hard I'd just drop off. It is a steady run, and the paces are really going to change how you feel on the day. Some days you got it, some days you don't. My last long run on the last Sunday, I felt amazing, and I was hitting going up to the 30k, nearly 30k mark, I remember touching these paces that I've just run now, feeling absolutely fine. Today felt a lot harder, so, and I'm not even running near 30k, so it goes to show, doesn't it, just day to day how different you feel. Also wearing the Adidas SL2s, which is a shoe that I use for these sort of sessions. No carbon plate in them, which is why I bought them. I wanted to train a lot more without carbons. I do think it's quite a good thing to do, training without carbons sometimes. Tomorrow will be another long run. I'm going to run for about 2 hours tomorrow, and I'm probably going to go local, do some of the hills, just keep it easy, steady, so I'm not going too fast. Time's ticking, isn't it? I'm really excited for it, to be honest, and this time I don't think I'm going to pile any pressure on myself of this sub 3 thing. I know a lot of people want me to do it and are invested in that journey, but you know, I'm just really happy to be back at this fitness, really. You know, even if I run a 303, 302, 301, I'm really grateful to be back there than having, you know, that summer that I had when I felt absolutely dreadful, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna just be grateful for, first, that the event's on, and two, that I'm on the right track back. So that's why I'm not trying to force this marathon goal pace, you know what I mean? If I can't hit it, I just can't hit it. I can't do anything about that. I'll just try on the day and see what happens. But yeah, I'm just happy to be back, really happy. Look what he's doing.
You gotta be careful.
He's trying to drink fast with these carbohydrates, electrolytes and caffeine.
Mama.
No, it's not for you, that. It's for Daddy. You stick with your little cereal stuff.
No.
What do you mean no? Just finished the long run, about 27k, just over 2 hours. Went a little bit over, just because I was listening to the Running the Red Line podcast. It just ran over a little, 2 hours, so yeah, I thought I'd just finish the podcast. Q on the Run on YouTube, brothers on it, who ran sub 3s in Chester Marathon, so yeah, very interesting. It was a good podcast. I'm not really going on pace at all, because the route I chose today is just hilly, quite hilly up and down and all that stuff. You can't really pace on it, so I'm just going to feel, not going too hard. I felt a little bit like I did yesterday, so I thought that was what's going to carry on through the run. But no, after a while, as I got halfway or something, I started to feel quite good, and my perceived effort and heart rate sort of settled. I felt like I could run at that pace forever, sort of thing, and that's a good sign. But obviously it's not anything close to sub 3 marathon pace, but yeah, sort of built into the run, felt better as it went on, a lot better than yesterday. Again, yesterday felt a bit off, to be honest. A little bit of the fatigue in the legs again from yesterday that I felt, especially in left quad. I think that's the side that I think I went too hard on Thursday. But yeah, I kept it steady. Again, I'm not looking at pace much. I do check my watch a few times, but that's more to check the elapsed time, to take fuel and stuff. But yeah, felt alright. Some parts I was almost touching on sub 3 marathon pace, like 4:15 and stuff, and then I drop back off because I don't really want to run at marathon pace. I don't really do that in my long runs. So yeah, run done. There'll be a core session tonight, strength and conditioning. I don't really mind those core sessions, to be honest. I just put sort of Netflix on or whatever, or you watch YouTube videos and do it in the living room. I much prefer it than doing the leg sessions. I don't know what it is about the leg sessions. I just find that always difficult. During this run, I've blown my nose a lot. I've definitely got something going off. I don't feel ill, but I think I've had what Hugo's had midweek, and just a runny nose, and he's been coughing a lot. I've not been coughing, thank God. Just want to mention the socks that I've just used. I've used them a couple of times now. I did buy them a good few weeks ago. It's the shoe socks, I think I pronounced it right. You've probably seen them, people buying them, they're known for matching the colourway of your shoes. I'm not into all the fancy colours, so I'm quite plain and simple with white. My shoes are white anyway, so it does match. They are quite expensive, so they are a sort of premium sock out there, and they are very nice in your hand and feel nice and look nice and things. But one thing about them, which I probably don't like, is that they're so thick, and they're like thick and heavy. It's a thick and heavy sock. And even in about 7 degrees today, which is quite cold, it's not that cold, but it's quite cold. Even today, my foot was after taking my shoes off, very damp with these, and they just feel quite bulky and heavy and damp, and it's 7 degrees. So imagine if on a spring day or something, bloody hell, I would not wear these. I'd definitely buy these for winter training, that's for sure, and they are quite comfortable. They hug the foot very nicely. They're not loosey-goosey, which I've got some other socks I've been testing, some of the Adidas ones. Wore them yesterday actually, I didn't mention it, but yeah, they're a bit loosey-goosey, and the fit of it's just feels a bit cheap. So yeah, these are not got that feeling. These do feel premium, but yeah, just like to mention the socks, because I did put them on my story on Instagram saying I'm going to find out what the fuss is about them. They are very expensive socks, and yeah, would I buy a pair? Yes, I'd buy another pair, but for winter training. Would I wear them anywhere near spring and summer? Probably not. Very thick, very heavy. Not sure exactly why they're so popular for racing, apart from matching the colourway, but they're definitely not the best sock I've used. Obviously non-gifted, non-sponsored, so yeah, it's just my opinion. If you're into the fashion side of running, they do match your trainers the best, and that's probably what they're known for, and probably the market they're targeting. And yeah, that's my opinion on it. So just thought I'd share that with you, and right, I'm signing off, and I'll see you in a bit.